Also tonight, the growing controversy over sentencing recommendations for South Florida resident Roger Stone. Tonight, lawmakers are calling for an investigation into whether the U.S. Attorney General stepped in order to help the president's friend.
Stone is convicted on charges of lying to Congress, obstruction of justice, and witness tampering. CBS 4's Natalie Brand is live for us in Washington with the details on potential fallout for the DOJ. Right, Natalie?
That's right, Elliot, Rudabay. And first, a reminder that the longtime Florida resident Roger Stone is scheduled to be sentenced a week from today. But hanging over the judge's decision is this continued controversy and fallout from the DOJ's sentencing recommendation change. Today, Republicans are stepping up their defense of the DOJ, while Democrats are stepping up their calls for a new investigation. Democrats say they want to know if Attorney General William Barr intervened in a federal case on behalf of President Trump's longtime friend Roger Stone.
This all must be investigated. The American people must have confidence in our nation's system of impartial justice.
All 10 Democrats on the Senate Judiciary Committee sent a letter to Chairman Lindsey Graham requesting an investigation into political interference at the Justice Department, including Attorney General Barr's decision to overrule his prosecutors who recommended a 7 to 9 year sentence for Stone. Graham says he asked Barr directly about the decision.
There was really no justification to go from 3.5 to 4.5 to 7 to 9. It will ultimately be made by the judge. I trust her judgment.
Despite calls from Republican allies to refrain from talking about ongoing cases, President Trump continues to tweet about Roger Stone's case. The president slammed one of the trial jurors on Twitter and said this is not looking good for the Justice Department.
Republicans and Democrats included should be very concerned about any president, whether a Republican or a Democrat, who would use the justice system as a tool to punish their opponents and assist their pals.
Keir Dougal, a former federal prosecutor, says since President Nixon and Watergate, the White House and the Department of Justice have tightly restricted communication in order to avoid the appearance of wrongdoing.
That norm appears to be fraying. It's not a rule. It requires the agreement of all the participants.
For its part, the Justice Department insists there was no coordination with the White House. And in a newly released interview with ABC News, Attorney General Barr defended his actions, also said the president has never asked him to do anything in a criminal case, but he also indicated the president should stop tweeting about the Justice Department.
Have public statements and tweets made about the department, about our people in the department, our men and women here, about cases pending in the department, and about judges before whom we have cases, make it impossible for me to do my job and to assure the courts and the prosecutors in the department that we're doing our work with integrity.
And ABC also asked Barr if he was prepared for the possible consequences of criticizing the president. Barr said, "Of course, my job is to run the Justice Department." Rudabay?
Natalie, thank you very much.